I'm Philip Quayo, and this is my speech on the decline of the population in Japan. Picture you're a college student, and it's Saturday night, and you're getting ready to go out. You and I would think about going out to eat, or going to the movies, or possibly hitting up a bar for the night. You and I would never think about hitting up a butler cafe where boys would fawn over you while your orders were complete. You and I would never think about hitting up a cat cafe where you pay by the hour to pet cats and drink tea. You and I would never think about going to a maid cafe where girls dressed as maids sing love spells over the omelets that they've made for you. Crazy as it seems, these are some of the contributing factors to the decline of the population in Japan. They've suffered economic blows, economic changes, and low birth rates. First off, the economic blows. We've dealt with major disasters here like Katrina, but they've dealt with it over a generational period. Since the A-bombs first hit, wiping out everything, they've actually experienced what they thought was the end of the world, but they've also had floods because of earthquakes, tsunamis, earthquakes by themselves, and volcanic activity over there. This has caused hundreds of billions of dollars in damages that they've had to repay, and they're always in a state of rebuild. This has given the Japanese kind of a fatalistic outlook on life. It has also hit them really hard in the pocketbook. They suffer from a shrinking labor force where skilled laborers aren't always available, so they cycle out people from other countries that actually come in and work for them, but that money doesn't stay in the country. It's exported back out of the country, and it goes back to those people's homeland. So their economy is shrinking, but they're also trying to work through it. This attitude is like the next generation. We've seen harsh happen just as recently as the 2011 tsunami and earthquake that destroyed hundreds of miles of their coastal lands and also caused the nuclear meltdown at the same time. I mean, what does the future hold for us? And then with literally, if you don't have it, don't do it. They don't have the money to do it over there, they won't have children. They look at it that way. That's kind of bred a culture of compartmentalization. And if you think of your kitchen, you look at, I've got a cabinet over here for cups, I've got a cabinet for plates, canned goods, I've got a cabinet for spices. Over there, they've compartmentalized relationships. They've broken them down or gotten rid of unnecessary contact. Here, you and I think of vending machines. Chips, soda, that's it. Over there, it's a totally different world walking down the street to go to a vending machine. They actually have them lined up where you can get lettuce, eggs, shampoo, fresh seafood, iPads. You don't even have to talk to anybody if you don't want to, it's just you and a machine, so there's that lack of human contact in your daily business. Also, if you want to go out on a date, you don't have to go on a date. They have host and hostess clubs where you go by the hour, no sexual connotation whatsoever, and you have conversations and you pay for somebody to entertain you and keep you company for that time. Buy them drinks, they take a part of the overall bar take is how they get paid. And take it one step further. Again, no sexual connotations. There's cuddle clubs where you actually pay by the hour to cuddle with someone. For extra fees, you can stare lovingly at a stranger you've never met before, falling asleep in their arms. They've really compartmentalized relationships. There's no point in having a relationship because you can have all the components of the relationship. And this has led to a lack of intimacy for them. And you really don't get to know someone because that usually is what leads to having children and processing the next generation. They suffer from an incredibly low birth rate. Women pursuing careers over there, it's more matriarchal society. So males are more normally in charge. And so if you're a single female and you're actually earning money and everything, your money's your own. But if you're married, it's your husband makes the decisions, financial, all the decisions at home. So being single for a woman, you have all of your freedoms. It's your own money, it's your own decisions in life. Atsumi Riko notes, women who do not have meaningful jobs are expected to quit work when they become pregnant or they are pressured from management to leave. So it's the status quo still over there, that women don't hold a higher ranking over there. So why give up your freedom to have a child, even if you're single, and we do that in the States you can pursue that. But over there, why risk losing your job or the financial burden of a child? On the male side, there's been an explosion in simulated dating games. Why date when you can date somebody that's in a video game? We're not talking about dating someone online. It's a completely digital world. And while there is some appeal to be able to turn on and off your girlfriend, there's no real lasting intimacy or, it doesn't further a relationship. In one extreme case, a man married his Nintendo DS character in Tokyo. According to the entrepreneur, 25% of all Japanese population is over 65%. That's 1 in 4 that you'll meet that are over the childbearing age, over the working physical labor ages, and they just don't have kids anymore. And so it's adding to the problem overall. As I've illustrated, there are several contributing factors, not one contributing factor for the reason that Japan has a declining population. And we will only see it worsen as the future continues if they don't make cultural changes and economical changes to how they run their country as a whole. Wait, guys.
Way to go, Bill. Good job.